There were a lot of things that I didn't know when I started playing Superman, because I'd never really read the comics as a kid, and I had to do a lot of research. And one of the things that I found out is that Superman is a multi-million-dollar international industry. They sell 5 million Superman comics in the States alone, and another 7 million every month all over the world in translation. Well, how did all this begin? You probably read about it, but it began in 1933, when a kid who was only 17, named Jerry Siegel, was just lying in bed in Cleveland, Ohio, as a matter of fact. He was just watching the clouds go by. And he had a vision, really, of a man flying up among the clouds. So, next day, he calls up his friend Joe Shuster, and within a week, they'd come up with a real, honest-to-goodness American myth. Well, today, there's a whole army of writers and artists and engravers who've taken over for Siegel and Shuster, and they come up with new storylines for Superman.
Now, we see we have radar. Yeah. So what would happen if the rockets start appearing? Russia would see it on their screens, the United States would see it on their screens, and they both would want it for themselves. It might be interesting if maybe the United Nations would want to play a hand, maybe United Nations. But I think it might be best for the sake of the story that the United States gets a hold of the rocket first.
The initial widespread fame of Superman was due to World War II. Saul Harrison, president of DC Comics.
There was a shortage of paper, and anything that could be printed was just eaten up by the boys in the trenches. They needed simple reading, and they got it from reading comic magazines. On the covers of the early magazines at that particular time, we had the Superman with the Red Cross and Superman fighting the Germans and the Japanese.
Not only could Superman leap from building to building with ease, he could leap from one form of entertainment to another. His superhuman feats were vividly communicated by radio.
Kent, where are you going?
After Miss Lane. Something's wrong at Dahlgren's. If it's the mask, well, there's not much time to stop him. So long.
Hey, kid, where'd you hurry?
Yeah, got another front page scoop, Kent? Oh, thank heaven. The locker room's empty. Quickly now. Out of these clothes. It's Superman's turn now. Oh, someone's coming. The window. Out. And up.